Well, good morning. Today is Sunday, January 9th. Just reminded myself I forgot to turn the calendar. I have like a little black calendar with snowman clock that has the days of the week. I gotta go do that when I'm done here. I almost forgot. See my shirt? It says 4 out of 5 Great Lakes prefer Michigan. Sorry, Canada. Sorry, my Canadian friends. And like I've always said, I never understood how Lake Ontario is part of the Great Lakes of Michigan, because I think it touches on New York, but that's not part of Michigan. I don't know. All I know is it's Homes, H-O-M-E-S, Huron, Ontario, Michigan, Erie, Superior. That's how you remembered it in geography class in school. But we do have a birthday. Today is Doug Stetzer's birthday. Yay! Doug is Joan over at Joan's Pointed Plate. That's her hubby. So today's his birthday. He gets a song. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Doug. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Well, I know that you're making your special dinner. That's what we do at my family, too. Well, we haven't done it this year. Nope, we didn't. Well, no, take that back. We did it for Mary for January. That was it. No one else got their family's special dinner. They get to pick their dinner. They get to pick their cake. They get to pick their ice cream. The whole bit. Nobody got to do that this year. Next year, well, for sure next year. Maybe we have Mary's at the end of this month, and my sister-in-law Barb's is this month. But we never did Barb's anyhow. She lives way on the other side of town. She lives about an hour away. But we had Mary's and Barb's, and then next month, not till Denise's in March. My two nephews are in February, Ricky and Mikey. I know he's a grown man. We call him Mikey still. I call him Mike when I'm around him, but when we refer to him, we call him Mikey. Because there's so many Michaels in my family that even when we do our Zoom class, we have to designate which Michael we're talking to because there's too many. As you can see, I'm clearer today. I couldn't figure it out. It was really bugging me yesterday because when I filmed my breakfast, I put the screen protector on in the morning, and then I put I did film my breakfast, which to me seemed clear, and I filmed my dinner, which seemed clear. But then when I did my closing, which was my opening, because I didn't do it till at night, it was really foggy, and I kept thinking, what's going on? What's going on? And I was just determined to figure it out. Well, you know what it was when I put my screen protector on, it must have not put it glued or stuck to it as well, and it slipped up and it slid over the lens of the camera. So you were seeing through the lens protector. So I peeled it off, realigned it, put it back in. Of course, now I got a couple bubbles, but I'm still working on getting those bubbles out. But it's so much better. And I should have showed you the screen that was on there. I didn't realize how many times I dropped my phone, how cracked it was. It was really cracked. I'm so glad I had a screen protector. Otherwise, I would have had to get a phone way sooner than I planning on doing it. I'm planning on in the spring getting a 12. Right now I have the 7. So I'm living with this one. But this one, like my mother always says, it's a, what does she call it? It's a scam. They just want you to buy something new. Because my battery goes down quick. I mean, I can play like 3 or 4 games on my phone, and I'll lose like 20% of my battery within 15-20 minutes. So, and then when I test it, it says I have long battery life because there's a thing you can go on in your settings to see how much battery life you have, and it shows that I have battery life, but I don't understand why it eats it up so much. But today's Sunday. Same as yesterday, same as tomorrow, same as the next few days as far as I'm concerned. It's not going to be changing anything. But through the whole process, I am going to believe in myself, and I know that when you believe in yourself, anything is possible. So if I can leave you on any kind of a note for this week, is to believe in yourself and know that things are possible. We've all had challenges in our life. I've had more than my share of challenges in my life, and I've overcome them. And not to say that it's been easy, because it's never really been easy. But looking back, I'm thinking, well, it wasn't that hard. But, at the time, it seemed like it was really, really hard. And there was a time that I never left my house. I was one of those people that was afraid to leave my house. When Jim would get up to go to work in the morning, I'd pack up Jimmy, his diaper bag, and we would be dropped off at my mother's house, and I'd spend the whole day at my mother's house. And then when Jim got off work, he'd pick me up and bring me back. If Jim had to go somewhere, I would go with him. We'd pack up everything. I just couldn't be alone. If I was shopping with somebody in the store and we were looking at socks on this rack and they wanted to look at socks on that rack, I couldn't stay by this rack. I had to be like right with them because I just couldn't be alone. And I overcame it. And you never know it now because I go everywhere. I was driving one time to school in college because I suffered from, early on, I haven't had one in, I couldn't tell you the last time I had one. But I used to have convulsions. I used to have them a lot. And I was driving to college and I could kind of feel like one was coming on. And I went to the side of the road, pulled off to the side of the road and had a convulsion. And then I called my parents and my mother came and got me. And then I never drove alone. I never drove again, unless somebody was in the car with me. When my sister lived with me for a few years, when I was part of a carpool, whenever my kids were involved in any kind of sports activity, my sister Mary was the designated driver. She would drive them everywhere when it was my turn to drive. I overcame that. It was hard, but I did it. It is just... And my weight thing is the last little challenge, hopefully not my last challenge in my life, because I think you have to have challenges in your life to keep you motivated on things. And this is one I'm going to overcome too, because I really believe that I can do it. I stopped being so hard on myself. I gained the 9 pounds over Christmas. It really bothered me, but I really didn't beat myself up as much as I have in the past. I have gone on, I couldn't tell you how many diets. Couldn't tell you how many times. At least 4 times I've joined Weight Watchers. At least 3 times I've joined TOPS, which is Take Off Pounds Sensibly. I've tried strict diets. I've tried the Atkins diet. I tried the Dr. Phil diet. I did the Bob Green diet. I've done them all. And every time I messed up, I would beat myself up. And I wouldn't have any belief in myself. And I would doubt myself. And I would put on more weight. And so even if I lost any little bit of weight I lost on whatever program I was on, I put it on and doubled that because I just didn't have a belief that I could achieve anything that I set my mind to. And I know I can. I just know I can. And I have that belief now. And I know that I messed up, but I got right back on the bandwagon. And I had a belief in myself that with a little bit of more hard work, a little bit more striving, I can do it. And I know I'm going to do it this time. And I know you can do it too. All you need is that simple little belief in yourself. And I say this all the time, and I say it with true belief in it, that if you don't believe in yourself, you cannot expect anybody else to believe in you either. When I could hardly walk because my knees were so bad, I could have very easily made a list and had one of my kids or Jim gone to the grocery store and get my groceries. I could have very easily done that. That was before they had the curbside pickup. I could have very easily done that. But no, I didn't. I would plan for like a couple days. This is the section of the store I'm going to hit today, and that's probably where I got in the habit of shopping more than once a week because I could never do the whole store in one shop. I just couldn't. I could do maybe the produce section one day, and then the next day I would do the deli department. And that's how bad my knees were, and that's how bad it was for me. But yet through all of that, I still worked. Now, mind you, I had a desk job where I was sitting at a desk. I worked in the mail room, but for the most part, the standing portion of the mail room, I could sit. I had a wheelie chair like this that I could wheel around. I was everywhere in that mail room on my wheelie chair because I never got up. But it didn't stop me from doing my job. And it showed me then that I can accomplish anything I put my mind to. And I am going to accomplish this by Easter. I am going to be in Wonderland. I am going to be over my 100-pound loss. I know this with certainty because I've just reminded myself that I need to believe in myself, and you need to believe in yourselves too. If we believe in ourselves, nothing's going to stop us. Nothing. We can achieve just about anything. Granted, there are some things we're not going to be able to achieve, but that doesn't mean we can't strive to do a little bit better than we were doing the day before, and that's my plan. I'm going to do a little bit better each day, and I know you can too. It's Sunday, so you knew I had to preach. So, anyway, I'm glad I figured out the camera. Doug, I hope you have a great birthday. Enjoy your meal. And I just know I just really have a good feeling about 2021. Of course, you know, everybody had a good feeling on 2020. We all had our planners and everything that we just checked out the door because we didn't really need them after that. But I do see changes coming. I really do. And one of the major changes is going to be I'm going to be healthier. I'm going to be stronger because the older I get, the more I'm aware of how I'm aging. And you wouldn't think 1 year would make a difference, but 1 year really does make a difference. And I can feel in different things the aging process beginning. But that doesn't mean I got to let it be that I'm going to sit in a chair, like a rocking chair. You know, like one of my favorite movies that I like to watch is Marty. I love Marty. Marty and To Kill a Mockingbird, for some reason, are my two favorite, like, old-time movies. And I always remember in Marty, when the mother was living with her son and his wife and their new baby, and she had to go live with Ernest Borgnine, Marty's mother and Marty. And she says, I'm a young woman. I am 52 years old, and I'm still living with my children. And I'm looking at her, and I'm thinking, I'm 70, and you look older than me. So it just shows you that age is in perception. Oh, how many people in my age remember the Geritol commercial when you were 40? You had to take Geritol for tired blood because you needed more iron. Anyway, my point is, you're only as young as you feel, and believing in yourself is going to get you far in this world. No matter what it is, whether it's your weight, it's your work, it's your family, it's your health, believe in yourself, and you will accomplish all. Okay, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. As always, like, comment, subscribe, and share. So I will see you tomorrow. Stay safe.